What if your life already knows the answer, but you're asking the wrong question every single day? And the strange part is, you probably don't even know what question you're asking, but your nervous system does, and your life keeps answering it. This idea affects how you interpret your life, how you interpret stress, how you interpret success, and why some patterns keep repeating. Why some people constantly feel like something is about to go wrong. Why others seem to move through life with calm and confidence. It's not luck. It's not personality. It's the questions their nervous system is asking reality. And today we're going to uncover something strange because the final idea in this video reveals why your life keeps giving you the same answer over and over again. Your brain is a question machine. Your brain does not experience reality directly. It predicts it. Neuroscience calls this predictive processing. Your brain constantly asks questions like, is this safe? Is this dangerous? Is this opportunity? Is this threat? And then it scans the world for evidence, not truth, evidence, to answer the question it already asked. So, an example, if your brain asks, what might go wrong? Suddenly you notice every risk, every problem, every mistake. But if your brain asks, what might work here? You start seeing opportunities, ideas, possibilities. Same world, different question, different life. And here's where this gets strange. Most people think they are consciously asking those questions. They're not. The question is being asked automatically, and it's coming from something deeper. Your nervous system sets the question. Your baseline emotional state becomes the question your brain keeps asking the world. If your baseline is anxiety, your brain keeps asking, what should I worry about? If your baseline is pressure, your brain asks, what's the next problem? If your baseline is calm curiosity, your brain asks, what's interesting here? And life responds, not because the universe is magical, but because your brain filters reality through the question it expects to answer. Another example, two people walk into the same room. One person is asking internally, do people like me? The other is asking, who seems interesting? Same room, same people, completely different experience because they asked different questions. And this still doesn't explain the biggest mystery, why people can change their thinking and still fall back into the same pattern. And that's where the baseline comes in. And here's the part most people miss. Your conscious thoughts are not the primary question your baseline nervous system state is. So baseline asks questions. Your baseline is simply the emotional state your body returns to when nothing is forcing change. And that baseline quietly asks questions all day. A stressed baseline asks, what's wrong? A defensive baseline asks, who might attack me? A scarcity baseline asks, what if there isn't enough? A calm baseline asks, what's possible here? You may never hear the question consciously, but your brain does, and it keeps collecting answers. You've probably experienced this. You're having a perfectly normal day, then suddenly your brain starts scanning for problems. Something feels off. Nothing is actually wrong, but your nervous system asks the question, what's about to go wrong? So your brain searches and it finds something, a comment, an email, a look on someone's face. And suddenly you think, I knew it, but you didn't know it. You asked it and you found it. And this is why life can feel repetitive, not because reality is repeating, but because your nervous system keeps asking the same question. So life keeps providing the same category of answers. Now remember the famous line from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The supercomputer spends millions of years calculating the answers to life and the universe and everything. And it finally says the answer is 42. But there's a problem. Nobody knows the question. And that's the joke. But it's also the insight, because life may already have the answer, but your nervous system decides the question. If your nervous system asks, is the world dangerous? Life answers. If your nervous system asks, is this interesting? Life answers. If your nervous system asks, what could work here? Life answers. Same reality, different question, different answers. So here's something to think about. What question do you think your nervous system asks most often? Is it what might go wrong or what could work here? Pay attention this week. Your reactions will reveal the question. People try to change their lives by searching for better answers, better strategies, better advice. But the deeper move is changing the question your nervous system asks the world. Because once the question changes, your perception changes, your decisions change, your life changes. And remember, 42 might be the answer to everything, but your nervous system decides the question. Enjoy your day. Love and peace all. Wisdom and understanding.